Henry, thank you for joining us. On Tuesday night, the youth team have got a big game here against Luton Town on the first team pitch. How excited, first of all, of the group ahead of that one?
Yeah, naturally, all the players are looking forward to it. And my job as a coach, along with Dean, is to try and play those expectations down a little bit, make sure they're taking it just one step at a time. We've got Dagenham on Saturday, and then we're looking at that for the moment. Then after that, we'll be looking forward to Luton on Tuesday night. But there'll be no difference in our preparations, and the fact it's on the first team pitch doesn't make a difference. We'll be looking to correct, right the wrongs, if you like, of the 4-3 defeat to them in the league.
It's obviously a fantastic experience. They'll be paying spectators on top of their own family. They come out the tunnel to Sweet Child of Mine, etc., etc. That's got to be an important part of the learning curve for them, I imagine.
Yeah, certainly. We've played some games in non-league stadiums before this to give them that experience as well. Obviously, it doesn't really replicate the feeling that you'll get on the actual night, which they will get on Tuesday. But it's a good opportunity for those boys to show that they're ready to make that step up over the next year, couple of years, and that they're putting a performance on the first team pitch that they'll hopefully go on and do in a first team shirt in the years to come.
But as you rightly allude to, they can't get carried away. This isn't making it or anything like that, is it?
No, of course not. And to be honest, the club, the boys have shown in previous years that even in the year where we won the league and broke records in terms of the number of goals scored and the points tallies, got knocked out in the first round of the FA Youth Cup that year. So it's not the be all and end all. If you have a good run in the FA Youth Cup, it doesn't mean you're all going to suddenly all become professional footballers. Just as if you get knocked out on a Tuesday night, it doesn't mean that no one's going to become a professional footballer. Obviously, it's important to see which players are capable of performing under pressure, under lights, in front of first team staff and players, in front of the chairman who will all be here watching. But like I said, it's my job just to take the pressure off, make sure they're seeing it as another game, an important game, but as important as all the others as well.
And for yourself and Dean, Selvey and the rest of the academy staff behind the scenes, it must be quite a proud occasion, these games.
It is. More importantly though is seeing what players we get over the line, and the prouder occasions come where you see players like your Harry Taylors and your Nanas, etc., playing for the first team at the weekend rather than just the one FA Youth Cup night.
And the last time the FA Youth Cup came to the Hive's first team pitch, won handsomely, and a number of those players are now in the 21s as first and second year professionals, and that's the real measure, I suppose, isn't it, that they go on and play for the first team?
Yeah, exactly. Just like I alluded to, it's fundamental that while the boys perform well on Tuesday night, they're performing well week in, week out, and then they're kicking on and they're performing well in under 21s games, and when they're going and training with the first team, they're performing well with the first team as well. It's really got to be about what they're doing throughout the whole year rather than any isolated instances, and that was a message we took from last year really when we lost away at Cheltenham in the second round, that there's a lot of boys showing perhaps more disappointment losing that game than they did when they lost on a Saturday in a normal league game. And our message to them is you've got to have the same level of commitment, the same level of dedication, the same level of joy and disappointment regardless of what game of football you're going into. All the competitive ones are the ones that matters, whether it's league or the cup.
And just overall this season, it's been kind of topsy-turvy, I guess. Good wins and a few disappointing defeats as well, but yeah, it's important to kind of keep perspective with the bigger picture, I suppose.
And that's exactly it. This has been a year, we're still in the process of really looking to bed in the under-21s at the football club and getting that balance right between when players are involved in youth team, when players are involved with the under-21s. So it's been a little disjointed at times, and I think that's been reflective in maybe how the group have gelled together. However, it's not been to the detriment of individual performances, and the individuals who were at the top of the group and really pushing for those professional contracts are still doing so, and fully expect over the coming months then to kick on and progress and put themselves right in the mix for a pro deal to join, as you alluded to, our first and second year pros, which are here at the football club, and some of which are already embedded themselves in the first team.
Fantastic. Thank you, Henry.
Thanks.